There are only two kinds of people on social media: those who consume and those who produce. My question to you today is, what do you do on social media? Social media is a revolution, no doubt. It's a phenomenon that has transformed the way we live, the way we love, the way we work. You know. However, there are two people on the sides of the divide: those who are selling and those who have been sold to. And like I said, those who produce and those who consume. The reason for this conversation is to get as many people as possible, including you, to leave the side of the consumption, to trade the side of the consumption, particularly, for the side of the production. Because producers will always be in control of consumers, right? Now, is it terrible? Is it bad to be a consumer? Absolutely no. All of us have to consume, definitely. But where it becomes a problem is when all you do is consume and without producing, right? The reason why God brought us to this planet is not just to be consumers, but to join in being co-creators in our world. And that's why, as you watch this video, the platform on which you're watching this video is actually the brainchild of someone. The gadgets that I used in recording this video is the brainchild of someone. The cloth I'm currently putting on is the brainchild of someone. These guys are producers. And the interesting thing really is that irrespective of what has been the practice for you, you can leave the side of the consumer and become a producer. Because if you must create wealth, you must be a producer. What does being a producer mean? It simply means that you found a need that people have, okay? That is in sync, in line with what your gifted has, or with what you can do, basically, okay? And you take a chair, you sit down and begin to solve that problem, deliver a product or deliver a service that you can then exchange for value, for money. Because ultimately, money is not that physical paper that you see. Money is actually value, And I tell people that life is very simple, because yes, I believe life is simple, and that has been my reality really. The only requirements really to become anything you want to be in life is breath, life. As long as you've got life. And this is no motivational speaking. This is the truth. As long as you've got life, you have the capacity to be, to do anything you set your heart to do. Guess what? Interestingly, every single one of us, every single person, no exception, has got 24 solid hours in one day. No one has a monopoly to that, not even the wealthiest man on earth. We all have the same timeline every single day. But guess what? We all don't have the same results. And so what's the difference? The difference simply lies in exactly how we spend our time. Okay? How we invest our time. What we spend our time doing. Because time actually is much more valuable than money. People say time is money, but that's not true. When you make money, you can always make more money. When you lose time, you never find it again. And interestingly, time is so powerful that it can be converted to any resource. When people go, when a young chap, a young lady or young guy goes into school and they spend 6 years, 7 years thereabout, right? And as at the time of admission into school, they were just normal rookies. But after 7 years, they become doctors, they become lawyers. What have they done? They've traded time into value. They've traded time into skills. Now, those skills can then be exchanged for value, for money, right? That's exactly how it works. And it's very important that you settle this in your mind once and for all. As long as you have life and you have time, you can do and be anything you want to be. Interestingly, social media and the internet has actually leveled the playing ground now. Why? Because whatever it is you want to do, whatever problem you want to solve, There are people already solving that kind of problem in another geographical location. And then all you have to do is get online and begin to hit the resources that would help you to garner and gain the requisite skills to deliver that solution, right? So the sum and the quality of our life really is largely dependent on how we spend our time, what you spend your time doing, what you spend your 24 hours doing, cumulatively, okay, becomes what people can see as a quality, the standard, the result that comes out of our lives. Very, very few things actually grieve me as much as seeing a young child wasting their lives away. Why? Because I ultimately have seen this over and over again. People with the worst circumstances, with the worst background, change their lives just by getting a skill, okay, and delivering value. Because it is impossible for you to give value without getting value back. It is not possible. Because guess what? All of us are talented, but talent is never enough. Talent is never, ever, ever enough. Only skills bring success. Talent is never enough. I'll say that again. Talent is never enough. Only skills bring success. So when you find people who are making the money, who are advancing their lives, who seem to have everything going for them financially, it's not because they have two heads, and it's not because you can't do it. It's simply because they've taken their time to either get a skill or solve a problem that people have, and they are exchanging that for value. They are exchanging that for money. They are exchanging that for resources, and that's the way they are able to change their lives. You can be all that you were created to be. You only need to find that problem, that people have generally, right? And match that problem with your talent, with your giftings, and look for ways to solve this problem creatively, innovatively, uniquely. And trust me, people will be begging to pay you money, because money always runs towards value. Money always runs towards value. When money finds someone who has value, money gets naturally attracted to those kind of people. So stop chasing money, stop looking for money, start looking for problems to solve. When you solve a particular problem adequately, look for another problem to solve. When you solve that problem, of course, solve it. Stay focused solving a problem per time, a problem that people have, a need that people have, okay, and in most cases that is aligned with your natural giftings. Find that problem, solve that problem, and then you'll be shocked that making money can actually be very, very cheap. Very, very cheap. From today, when you need money, begin to see money not just as that paper, but as value that you need to offer or render to someone in exchange for value. As long as you're able to change your mindset into this reality, you realize that everything is possible. Thank you for watching. It was nice to spend this time with you. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel. I hope to bring you my thoughts once in a while, as much as time permits, but I'm sure every week I'll post something here on YouTube, and I hope to connect with you. Let's get talking in the chat box, and like I said, remember to subscribe, and of course, if there are topics you'd like us to talk about. I'm passionate about money, particularly financial freedom for young people. I'm passionate about education, and I'm passionate about technology. These are some of the things I'll be sharing in the coming days, and I look forward to spending this quality time with you. Cheers, guys.